It's number 4 on Patreon week 45. This one's from Lex.
Lex. Wow.
What's up, Lex? We got Kendrick Lamar,
Yes.
The Heart Part 5. All
I
right.
haven't seen the first 4.
Me either.
As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective. And my perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me. All my fans, all my beautiful fans. Anyone who's ever gave me a listen. All my people.
I come from a generation of pain will murder his minor. Rebellious and more jealous, a chip you for designer. Belt buckles and cloud overzealous and prone to violence. Make their own turn, be your will of the will alignment. Residue burn, missed at the inner city. Miscommunication to keep homo detector busy. No protection is risky. Desensitized, I vandalize pain. Covered up and camouflage, get used to hearing arsenal rain. Analyze, risk your life, take the charge. Homies don't fuck your baby mama once you hit the yard. That's culture, 23-hour lockdown. Then somebody called, said your little nephew was shot down. The culture's involved. I done seen niggas do 17, hit the halfway house, get out and get his brains blown out. Looking to buy some weed, car washes played out. New GoFundMe accounts to proceed. A brand new victim of shatter those dreams. The culture. For my culture, to let y'all know what a nigga look like in a bulletproof Rover. In my mama's sofa was a doodle popper, hair trigger, walk up closer. Ain't no photoshopping, friends bipolar. Grab you by your pockets, no option if you froze up. I always play the offense. Niggas going to work and selling work, late for work. Working late, praying for work, but he on paperwork. That's the culture, point the finger, promote you. Remote location, witness protection, they go hold you. The streets got me fucked up, y'all can miss me. I wanna represent for us. New revolution was up and moving. I'm in Argentina wiping my tears, full of confusion. Water in between us, another peer's been executed. History repeats again. Make amends, then find a nigga with the same skin to do it. But that's the culture, crack a bottle. Hard to deal with the pain when you're sober. By tomorrow, we forget the remains, we start over. That's the problem. Our foundation was trained to accept whatever follows. Dehumanized, insensitive, scrutinized the way we live for you and I. Enemy shook my hand, I can promise I'll meet you. In a land where no equal is your equal. Never say I ain't told you. Nah, in a land where hurt people hurt more people. Fuck calling it culture.
Hey, did his face change in the first verse?
No.
I'm making sure because the first time it changed, I was just looking at him. I was like, because you're not looking for it. You're not looking for his face to change, so you're just like,
I was like, that's O.J. Simpson.
That's O.J. Simpson.
That's got to be O.J. Simpson.
That's O.J. Simpson. And then it kept, obviously, his face kept changing. We ended up here. What are we at? Will Smith now?
Yeah.
Had Kanye West in there.
I don't know who the third person was. And then it went back to Kendrick. And then it went to Will. I don't know who the third person was.
It went back to Kendrick? Okay.
Yeah, it's Kendrick.
Oh, okay.
Right? Wait. No. Yeah, that's Kendrick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So many faces got me confused. And it's done so well.
So well.
That is really disorienting. There's OJ.
I was sitting here for a minute, and I was just like, I was like, wait, when did that happen?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my gosh. And I'm trying to, I didn't think any, as the video was going on, I'm just like, oh, okay, it's going to be like Kendrick standing here, just like,
that's what I thought. I was like,
okay,
cool. One take. Here we go.
Like, this is awesome. And so I'm really trying to focus in on lyrics, and then all of a sudden OJ's rapping to me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't focus on lyrics.
I hear no words anymore. I see O.J. Simpson now.
I see O.J. Simpson. Okay. And then I'm like, and now I see Kanye West. Very good.
Former running back of the greatest football team ever, the Buffalo Bills.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Yeah. So
O.J. Simpson. And then and then it switched up. And so now we're at Will Smith here.
Yeah, let's get to Will. At least there's markers. We actually know, like, yep.
There's
We're
Will.
at the Will section.
There's Will. All right.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
In a land where no equal is your equal, never say I ain't told ya. Nah, in a land where hurt people hurt more people, fuck calling it culture. I want the hood. Look what I done for you. Look what I done for you. Take the drums out. Celebrate new life when it come back around. The purpose is in the lessons we learning now. Sacrifice personal gain over everything, just to see the next generation better than ours. I wasn't perfect, the skin I was in that truly suffered. Temptation and patience, everything that the body nurtures. I felt the good, I felt the bad, and I felt the worry. But all in all, my productivity has stayed urgent. Face your fears, always knew that I would make it here, where the energy is magnified and persevered. Consciousness is synchronized and crystal clear. Euphoria is glorified and made his. Reflecting on my life and what I done. Paid dues, made rules change out of love. Them same views made schools change curriculums, but didn't change me staring down the barrel of that gun. Should I feel resentful I didn't see my full potential? Should I feel regret about the good that I was into? Everything is everything, this ain't coincidental. I woke up that morning with more heart to give you. As I bleed through the speakers, feel my presence. To my brother, to my kids, I'm in heaven. To my mother, to my sis, I'm in heaven. To my father, to my wife, I am serious, this is heaven. To my friends, make sure you count them blessings. To my fans, make sure you make them investments. And to the killer that spared up my demise, I forgive you, just know your soul's in question. I seen the pain in your pupil when that trigger had squeezed. And though you did me gruesome, I was surely relieved. I completed my mission, wasn't ready to leave, but fulfilled my days, my creator was pleased. I can't stress how I love y'all. I don't need to be in flesh just to hug y'all. The memories recollect just because y'all celebrate me with respect. The unity we protect is above all. And Sam, I'll be watching over you. Make sure my kids watch all my interviews. Make sure you live out our dreams we produce. Keep that genius in your brain on the move. And to my neighborhood, let the good prevail. Make sure them babies and the leaders out of jail. Look for salvation when troubles get real. Cause you can't help the world until you help yourself. And I can't blame the hood the day that I was killed. You had to see it, that's the only way to feel. And though my physical won't reap the benefits, the energy they carry on admit still, I want you.
Whew. Directed by Dave Free Kendrick. Dang.
And Sam, I'll be
So we got, I think it's Nipsey Hussle and then Kobe.
Kobe Bryant.
Wow. Let's just see. So, from what I gather, the video is kind of like he's representing like very prominent black men in American culture that maybe have been both very successful, but also what's the word? Not scandalous. What's the word I'm looking for? I think it starts with a C.
Controversial?
Controversial. Whether or not they were in the wrong or in the right, they became controversial in some way. I don't know. That's what it seems like. Because they're all very successful, but then have had their moments of controversy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
There's a lot of words.
A lot of words. Trying to review these. I mean, obviously, he starts off with discussing the background, where he comes from.
Yeah. What does the chorus say though? He's like, I want a hug. Look what I've done for you, or something. What does he say?
I want you to want me too. I want the hood to want me back. I want the hood. Look what I done for you.
I want the hood. I thought he was saying hug because he was like kind of like hugging himself. He looked like very sad and distraught. I thought he was saying, I want a hug. I want the hug. So what? Does he feel like now that he's become so successful that he's like detached from where he comes from, but he wants to be connected to it again?
I'm not sure.
I mean, it sounds like, that's not the only thing he touches on. He touches on like so much.
Yeah.
But maybe that's kind of like what, this song is called The Heart Part 5. Could be like deep down what he misses the most is just being a part of his like community that he grew up in, or at least came up in as a rapper.
Then that fame always separates you from your community as well.
It just has to. Like, you can't just walk around. I mean, Kendrick Lamar played the Super Bowl. You can't just go walk around his old neighborhood like a normal person.
Well, it's just interesting because
it just changes.
I'm having trouble grasping exactly what, every detail of this song is, but it just what we've been thinking about, the idea of and I know some of these figures. I know O.J. Simpson was really, they like he was probably viewed a lot as like bailing on his community.
Oh,
once he became famous, it's like what? That no, that's not me. I do
you
like
get swept away into
he folded in with like the Hollywood world a lot more.
I see.
And in particular, the white world a lot more, too.
Oh, okay.
And I know that was a big criticism of him. And then, and so, like, there is that aspect of, like, you make it, but now you're making people money. Who you making money? Who will try to manipulate and control you? Who's benefiting off of it? Where you're always going to be appreciative of where you came from, the people that helped you get to become successful, but then you're so disconnected from those people. And now they'll probably look at you and like you left us.
Yeah,
you left
like
us
a traitor.
in the back. And it's just almost an unwinnable situation, but I know, you can do better. Obviously you can do better than people have done, of course. Like, you can stay more connected to your community than a lot of people have. And especially when you're coming from a community that is struggling so much, and now you have all the wealth imaginable.
All the wealth and opportunity and connections and privilege and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All the luxury. The
also,
glamour.
just how quickly all of it can be thrown away. Mm-hmm. And especially when, people are going to look at you like you're less than, if you're like in the sense of like systematic racism and oppression. Like, they're going to look at you like, okay, we let you in, but we're also very ready to knock you back out too.
Absolutely. Yeah. As soon as you stop making the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this dark, twisted kind of cycle of like, take Kendrick, for example, in a black community, came up, got popular within his community, and then successful on a national scale, then worldwide, and is one of the biggest rappers on the planet, if not like the biggest. And it's like, whatever label he's a part of, it's like, as a fan of Kendrick Lamar, you want him to continue to succeed. So maybe you buy a shirt, you buy an album, you buy tickets to his show. Mm-hmm. But that money from a lot of these black communities around the U.S. is now getting funneled. Yeah, a lot of it directly to Kendrick, but then a lot of it, a very large portion of it as well, to record labels. And who owns the record labels? Probably like some rich white dude,
Yeah.
And so it's like, his success is now taking money from black communities inadvertently to white pockets. And that becomes like this like mind fuck of like, wait a second, we're just trying to support this guy.
Yeah.
But in turn, you're supporting like billionaires.
In the system. Well, I'll say this, like, I don't exactly know anything about Kendrick Lamar's label situation.
Yeah, that was a random example.
It was just an example. But also, I mean, there is also this, like, Kendrick Lamar, as far as I'm not that knowledgeable about his career, but he seems to really speak from his own experience, and he has some there's just incredible songs that clearly pull from his history, his childhood. You know, he's not just, you know, he's not making meet in the club and have sex with each other music. You know, he's speaking from his own heart a lot more than just trying to be relatable across all.
Well, Joe, you don't think the meet in the club and having sex with your heart was having sex with speaking from their heart?
Yeah, well, depends. Depends where your heart is. But he says that, and then like one thing that's just interesting is hearing him speak from his experience, and then having so many fans that have no idea what that experience would be like, and loving his music at the same time. Like that's another thing that's just really confusing. Is there's a lot of people, millions of people speaking his lyrics, singing his lyrics, but just have no idea what it is that he's kind of coming from too.
When you're so multifaceted, like Kendrick Lamar is, and there's many artists like this, where like you could just love rap music and love his flow. You could love his tone. You could love his poetry. Or you could not really even be a rap fan, but have a similar experience as Kendrick and just be like, these words connect so deeply with me. Yeah. That like it means the world, and I just love him for that.
But what I just find interesting is that like, then again, how does that feel for the people that do know what it was like to grow up like Kendrick Lamar and come from a place like he grew up or he came from, and seeing other people that you know didn't come from a similar background, don't understand what the struggle that you go through, that he is speaking about. And like you could just be happy about them liking the music, but it's just a dynamic. It's just a really, really intense dynamic to try to view that in those different ways, because especially if he's speaking something that seems really personal to you, then that like music is very personal. It's very personal to every single person that listens to it. And when the music is obviously even more related to your experience, and then clearly not to another person's experience, but you both love the song, that's an interesting dynamic between those two people now, being fans of the same artist in that way. And then it's interesting for Kendrick Lamar too.
Whew. There's so many angles of this.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that just speaks to his artistry. He touched on so many different possible like philosophical like thought lines that you can follow down.
And even
like
more so,
like
someone's
endless.
gonna come in the comments and be like, you have no idea what this song is about. And be like, dude, you know what? You're probably right. We probably don't. But what we saw was all it did was provoke thought. Yeah. And that's a high praise as anything when it comes to art.
The song wasn't focused on one thing.
Yeah, it
covered so much ground.
Yeah.
I did have another thought. I can't remember now. Whatever.
All right, well, thanks, Lex.
Thank you, Lex.
Yeah.
Making us think. All right. See you in the next one.